The Marbella Luxury and Smart Estates is a newly launched commercial and residential project located just right beside Fragent, sharing perimeter fencing with Shine, Fragent, and few minutes drive from popular Macaro's luxury place, and then few minutes drive from Eleko Junction towards Eleko Beach Road. Now, you must have seen the price of this estate, and if you're wondering that why is this project selling for as high as 177 million for the 1,000 square meter in the commercial plots, it's 9.5 million for 500 square meter residential plots, and then 49.5 million for 200 square meter in the residential plots. So as well, this video is for you. So there are two major reasons why this project is as expensive as it is. The second one is actually the most important and vital reasons. So the first one is the location. Now, one thing about real estate investment is the fact that the location you're investing into, and then what is happening around that location, what is happening inside that location is going to determine the return on investment, the demand you're going to be getting on that property investment in that location. Now, I'll be showing us on my laptop the location of Marbella Estate, Marbella Luxury and Smart Estates, and the neighborhood around it. Just also have a pictorial view of the demand and how much commercialization, urban economic zones, private social establishments, foreign direct investment is coming into this neighborhood. As I said earlier on, whenever you are investing in real estate here in Lagos, Nigeria, there are two things that matter most about the location your property investment is located in. Now, the first thing is what is happening inside that location, inside that estate itself, and what is happening in the neighborhood, close proximity of that estate property you're investing into. Now, Marbella Luxury and Smart Estate is located right as a commercial project, but also as a residential unit. And then you can see where we have Fragent, this over here. This is where Marbella is located. So Marbella and Fragent are neighbors that share perimeter fencing. And let me close this tab. And Fragent is a commercial project, multi-level project. The last revenue I know of was 2.4 billion naira. And also coming over here is where you have is where you have Beechwood Estate. So this Beechwood Estate over here, and which is also a very big, fully residential project. You know, the way you have duplex for sale, star duplex, terrace duplex for sale, somewhere like Chevron, Lekki Place, one Sapalas, where you also have kind of duplexes here in Beechwood Estates, fully residential project. And then close proximity, you also have about 30-minute drive, and somewhere around here, you also have the Macaros project. Let me check that on the search button over here. So you have Macau close you about 30-minute drive from there to as well. So Macau is a project that they just finished their $6.8 million water display fund. Imagine you having your office or your commercial site here in Marbella over here, and then you can always come and relax, watch a very beautiful water display. I think that's the only water display we have in West Africa as to speak right now. And then 500 square meter is currently going for nothing less than 150 million naira as to speak at the moment. So the just like 10 minutes drive, 10 minute drive from Marbella, you have very, very major residential and also very, very major commercial development. This is just ones like on the same street, about 10 to 12, 15 minutes drive from Marbella. Now, we're also talking about the whole of this neighborhood, Lekki as a whole. Now, connecting this project to taking the relationship between this project and the Lagos-Calabar coastal route. As you can see, this is where we have Fragent, and then coming over here is where we have. Can you see this Eleko Beach Road? Now, this Eleko Beach Road is the road that leads down to the Lagos Calabar coastal road. Now, if you can see this Lekki Beach Road zone, let me zoom in. So, zooming in down here, this road coming out from here, this is the road that the coastal road is following and coming out. So, where you see this Mary's Park, let me zoom in more. So, this miraculous store along Shogo Street, Eleko. These are the as this is exactly this Eleko Beach Road, this junction. This is where the coastal road is going to be passing through. So the coastal road is coming straight down from Let me close this tab. The coastal road is coming straight down from Victoria Island. So as you can, one more thing, let me say this. You can see that it's the same coastal line from IBEJU Lekki that is connecting straight down to Victoria Island. Now, what this coastal line means is that both VI, yeah, and IBEJU, they're literally saying they're literally sharing the same coastal line. So the same coastal line that leads from here where we have Eleko, same coastal line here is what you have over here at Victoria Island. Now, as you can see that we've already said that oh they are building a coastal road, building a coastal road. But when already even we already said that a coastal road is coming there. But now the coastal is already being constructed. It should be finished between now and 2026 or 2027 should be ready. So accessing from VIA down to Eleko by 2027 there should be a straight road connecting these two parts together. Now, what will that do? It will increase and make accessibility from IBEJU Lekki to Victoria Island. Now, what will be the impact of that? You see, in VI now, VI is being seen as the administrative hub of what the businesses in Lagos, Nigeria. Let me explain what I mean. I do work with one of the big fours before we now move to VI. We were scheduled before. And then why do we move to VI? We can see that shift when every other business, every other partner about using our services, we were moving to Victoria Island. And then for ease of access of our staff and all our units, all our departments to be able to access our clients and our client offices, we have to move from Ikeja down to Victoria Island. And then let me even say this. If you can see this landmark beach over here, this landmark beach over here, let me zoom in more. This landmark beach over here, you should be able to see this. You should be able to see this. So this landmark beach over this landmark center. And then I think right here where we have the landmark towers over here. This is where we have the landmark towers. Now this landmark towers right here that you can see here. So this was where we actually moved to. We own about 445. We own about 4 floor in this landmark towers. Now, what am I trying to say? We're not the only one that moved from Ikeja to this landmark to Victoria Island. Almost every businesses. If you are someone that is familiar with Lagos initially, all the big hotels, the likes of Marriott hotels and the likes, Sheraton, the one in Ikeja, nobody else has to come to Victoria Island. But when the development Ikeja, shifted from that CMS and they started moving towards VI, it was the big guys that first moved towards here first. It was them. Now, the same thing that every administrative hub moved from Ikeja to VI to this Lekki Antics. There's also going to be a shift. It's not that there's going to be. There's already a shift happening from this same VI. Everybody's moving their manufacturing plants, their force units, their construction, their warehouse from this Lekki, Victoria Island, the mainland, and they're shifting towards the Lake corridor, where you have the deep seaports, you have the refinery, any manufacturing plant. Dangote refinery alone has attracted nothing less than 50 to 70 oil and gas company into that deep seaport and filtration assets. And then every multinational company, every foreign direct investor, every portfolio investor wants to start their manufacturing plant in Lagos and their first destination that the federal government even proposed to them, especially now. There's a lot of transaction coming in. I can't be sharing with you people personal contract, but there's a lot of details, a lot of full investment offer or multinationals coming to position their investment in that particular case. They are going to Lagos government and mine is not directly from Lagos State government itself. Now the spending that's going on. Now let us go back to this. This is really where we have Victoria Island, and then now let's know that okay now if businesses can easily have an administrative hub in VIA, yeah, let us zoom out a bit. So business have the administrative hub inside here in VI, and they can easily connect or move from Victoria Island over there to where we have Eleko here. There's a straight road that connects this part of Lagos to this part of Lagos. What do you think is going to happen? That is ease of accessibility, ease of accessibility, ease of accessibility. Now let us go back to where we have Marbella Luxury and Smart Estate. Zooming over here, right here in Fragent. Now I want to divide this Marbella or this IBEJU Lekki, this Eleko junction into three parts of IBEJU Lekki. First, just have a proper view of this project. Now, let me say this. So let's say that whenever I use Marbella or I use Eleko Junction, they literally mean the same thing, literally. Now, let me zoom out a bit. So give us a perfect view. Now, from here where we have Eleko Junction over like that, I'm circling right so beside Panasonic University. Now, from this Eleko Junction down to this Epe Bridge, that's Epe Junction, that's this Epe Lagoon, this lagoon passing through the Epe Flyover Bridge. That will be the first part. Now, let me explain or let me expose the potential of this part of this Epe. Now, somewhere around this place where you have this Agidi around me, somewhere around there, let me zoom in a bit. This is where the proposed national airport is coming into. Now, let me tell you something that happened around December 2022. Immediately, the federal government gave Lagos government approval for that proposed national airport. Properties here boomed up immediately, about 35%, some estates 50%. Some commercial plots here just boomed up. And then one simple location is that this location is 100% based on the potential of that airport. Now, if the airport does not come to life, the demand here cannot come alive. That's just one thing about this location. So the moment Lagos State government started the construction of the airport, the moment they finish this airport, the moment 5 billion Nigerians are using this airport on the annual basis, the location here is going to boom up and it's going to actually have an effect on back on this IBEJU Lekki neighborhood because over here is being known as IBEJU Lekki local government area. Now, we do call Marbella and Marbella location we do call it the central business district. Now, you will see the reason why we call it the center, why we call this location, this local junction, why we call it the central business district of IBEJU Lekki. Now, let me come to this other part of IBEJU Lekki. Coming from this Eleko junction, let us drive back down here. Coming over here like this, like this, like this. You can see where we have the Lekki Free Trade Zone. Driving to Olumedu, driving to Akodo, Ilege, Idaso, Idasho. And let us zoom in over here. You can see where we have Dangote Refinery. You can also see where we have the Lekki Port, Lagos Free Zone. I know this project over Dangote Refinery alone has attracted several oil and gas companies inside this Lekki Free Trade Zone. Now, let me say this. All these projects are seen over here, they are all inside the Lekki Free Trade Zone, inside the Lekki Free Zone. Let me even explain something else to you. Coming over here, this might even take some time. I'm actually diverting so much from that. So this place where we have Oko Okorisa around there we have Alaro City. Alaro City is still back of the Lekki Free Zone. This Alaro City alone has nothing less than 48 multinational companies. It's a joint venture between the Lagos State government and the national company that owns Alaro City. The private company that owns it. Now, this Alaro City as well, yeah, they can easily access the airport. Also, they are building a regional road from this place. Let me zoom in a bit. Can you see this road over here? Over just this right here. Now, this road is going to connect down to this part where we have the refinery. Where you see how much plant. So from this Okoro, that road is coming straight down, passing over this lagoon, over this water body over here, and then coming to this free zone, this liquid free zone over here. Now, what I'm trying to do is that Allow City itself has nothing less than 14 multinationals and it's just picking up and just starting. So that this multinationals can easily access the deep sea port, they can easily access the airport, they can easily bust out, and then even thing from Dangote Refinery can easily bust out to every other part of Nigeria. So instead of them to be passing through, so instead of Dangote Refinery or petrol guys want to passing through this Eleko, they can easily pass the regional road, and then from here coming to Epe, they can easily bust out to that Epe Jebu Ode axis, bust out to Ogun State, pass through that Epe Jebu Ode border town, pass through the toll gate over there, and they're already both going to southeast, south. They're already every part of the country, right? So we can see that this location is not just somewhere that even the country's government, if you can see the master plan, the acquisition report of this location, they have a very good potential for this location. Literally, it gets to a point whereby every single job or permit for Nigerians will be coming from this neighborhood. It will come potential and maximum from this neighborhood. Now, I was saying that from this Lekki junction over here, down to this Epe Bridge is the first part of IBEJU Lekki local government area. Now, from this Lagos junction to where Dangote Refinery, going further down to Odeomi, is another part. Where we get to Lagos and the border town, is another part of IBEJU Lekki. Now, the third part, which is like the most open up part, is from over here, where we have. Let me zoom in a bit more. Over here, where we have from Abijo Fast Nature Park. Okay. Now you can see from this Abijo bus stop right here. That's another part the Lekki government starts from coming from Lekki phase one. Now from Abijo down to Marbella, or let me say down to Eleko, let me call that part the third part or the most open up part. As I said earlier on, this beetroot estate, all these duplex, semi-detached duplex, terrace duplex that most people want to buy in Lagos, Nigeria, they're already selling standard duplexes, and it is selling very, 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 very fast. Now, this place is the most opened up part of this location. Let me tell you something why this place is being called the central business district of this location. So this place is a no-fly zone area. That means even the fact that you have the national airport, that part of Epe, no flight is allowed to pass through here. On the South pilots to pass, it is a no-fly zone area on its own. And then you can have skyscrapers of 30 floors in this Marbella Luxury and Smart Estate. It is fully approved and Lagos State government itself. And then getting commercial plot approval for this kind of project. It is not, let me say, it is not a child's play and it's not base. Let me use that word. So so you can even own Marbella now, start building now, and there's a demand because of the fact of distance from that Abijo part to this location. It is already fully opened up. We already have rest. You can see in the map, we already have houses. The map is even kind of outdated. We already have a lot of houses springing up, and then this is actually the central of everything that's happening from the Eleko to Epe, Eleko to Refinery, Eleko to Lekki phase one. It is like the central part of everything that's happening in this neighborhood. So coming back to where we have Marbella, let me zoom in. Looking at it to be the just right here beside Fragent. Looking at it to be the central business district of this neighborhood. Now, the next question we're asking ourselves is what are the class of people that will be staying in this estate, in this neighborhood, the likes of Marbella and neighboring luxurious estates in this axis. Now, we're looking at a population of 30K to 50,000 people to be staying inside this particular neighborhood of the Eleko Central Business District. And most people that will be staying here are going to be falling within the high income earner. Now, when you see a neighbor, a location, the kind of people, the kind of income of people that stays in that neighborhood determines the appreciation value, determines how highly valued that place is going to be. Take for instance, the difference between Ikoyi and Badagry or Ikoyi and Ikorodu. Though Ikoyi and Ikorodu both start with IK, but the class of people that stays in Ikoyi keeps on making the value, the maintenance, the security, the accessibility of Ikoyi to be very, 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 very high. There's some Nigerians that if they don't buy in Ikoyi, they won't buy anywhere else. There's some Nigerians that those house of of 1.2 billion naira, those house of 1.6 billion naira that nobody else wants to buy, that what they buy just to just have that exclusivity. So looking at something like here where we have Marbella, where we have other estates like Macaro's very expensive and other just estates here that are around 8,000, they're going to be containing the high class kind of people. So even though you are buying here, you are building your skyscrapers, you are building on office spaces, 30 floors, 20 floors, you're going to be renting it out to the high income earners, to the high income and to the cream de la cream of the community. Looking at the kind of factories we have around, like the refinery, going towards airport taxis, and a lot of petrochemical plants, you don't expect the 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 MD, partners, and top staff, associate directors of those companies to be staying. It's going to be somewhere like inside the main airport town. They're going to be staying within this central business district neighborhoods where there is more calm, more security, and is much more expensive, much more exclusivity is in this neighborhood. So people that will be staying within that Ekpe within Ekpe and Ekpe town are going to be most likely, let's say like probably their interns, contract staff, newly employed associate and those kind of stuff. But this particular, we are looking at the high income earners. As for instance now, As I told you guys, like when I was working with the big four at Victoria Island, people that stays in very close to the office were literally our partners. Or let me just say that most of them were most likely our partners from other countries and other companies are working. Those are people that stays within that Victoria Island neighborhood. Now let me show you something. Let me give us a picture of a highly commercial, not like an hospital, like a highly commercial neighborhood. Let me just show this other map. Let's just go to Agbara. For those that don't know, Agbara is one like a very easy like a border town between um Ogun State and Lagos. So Lagos State also part and then Ogun State also part. But Ogun State has claims of this parts now. Now Agbara is being known to have a lot of factories around it. A lot of factories. As you can see, we have next to here this next over here in Agbara. We have this sun steel industry. We have Lotus plastic company over here. We have a lot of factories around here. Some oil and gas plant are also around here in Agbara too as well. And even Unilever to also have their production sites in this part of Agbara. This Unilever over here, just right here. Now what I'm trying to point out is that you can see that a lot of all these big factories, they are all staying around here in Agbara. This is where the factories are. Now this is over here. Let me show direction map. Let me just put it in. Let's see Agbara Estate Residential. Now, as you can see this Agbara Estate over here. Now, most of the top guys of these companies, eh, this Agbara Estate you are seeing inside here, that's where they all stay. That's where their children's schools are. That's where the hospitals they attend are. This side is Agbara Estate. Now, most of the people that stays within the outskirts of this Agbara Estate, going towards Ogun State, further down, going towards Songo, are mostly their newly employed staff. You don't expect a director earning 7 figures, 8 figures should be staying in the outskirts. This is their workplace, this is their site. Agbara Estate is the most expensive in that neighborhood, exclusive, more secured, high potential, full of HNIs that network within each other, like caliber of people. So that's what I'm trying to project to that. This is something that is happening here right now. This Agbara Estate is where people that stay, the kind of big factories that this is literally where they stay. So trying to paint the picture of, I hope you can just see what I'm trying to paint to us, that this is literally how it's all going to be when IBEJU Lekki comes to life, and then the way Marbella is going to Marbella is literally going to be where those exclusive and those business is going to stay literally. So that's also what I want to show us here with using this place as an example literally. Now let's go back to Marbella Luxury and Smart Estates. So now we are back here at where we have Fragent over here. So the final part I'll be noticing on this map is the fact that now looking at Marbella, what kind of business can position here literally, what kind of business can we have inside the Marbella luxury and smart estates? And I know that we all know that we can have like shopping malls and hotels, we can have private and public offices, we can have colleges, schools, we can have markets, we can have health centers, we can have libraries, we can have many factories within this Marbella luxury and smart estates. But most importantly, if we're looking at, oh okay, this place is the new Lekki, and we can see that okay, demand and manufacturing sites, workforce of companies are just shifting towards this new board is well accepted. Now, what kind of business can position inside here? The best thing we can do is that okay, now let us go back in time. Let us go back in time. Let us go back to somewhere like over here we have Lekki Phase One, right from here. Now, what kind of businesses do we have along Lekki Phase One road? That should be the first question we are asking ourselves. That should be the question we're asking now. So what kind of businesses do we have along this road? Because take it or leave it, it's going to literally influence and help us where this kind of business we're going to be having along the airport assets in the nearest future. So coming here, we can see the kind of businesses we have around there. And also note that a plot of land along Lekki-Epe Expressway now, a land phase one to somewhere like let's say Chevron or let's say someone like VGC is going for nothing less than 600 million naira, 700 million naira, 1.1 billion naira for just a full plot of land, 600 to 1,000 square meter plot of land in Dangote facing the expressway. And then also note that most of this church you see, and I won't mention any church name, most of this church you see that owns their newly started church along that expressway. Note that most of them are on this because they can't even afford to own that place or to buy the land. So most business around that Lekki Expressway, they are all these lands by the individuals, like let's say the car company, the church, the some of the malls along the expressway. They are all being leased just for a particular amount of years. So now, coming from here, you can see along the before the toll gates, we have this simple over here. We have this cactus eateries. We have a lounge. We have the Lagos Oriental Hotel, and then we have Nikkei House Gallery. Let me zoom so you can see more business we have along the expressway. We have another lounge around here. Okay, we have some churches here too as well. In Nigeria, we're highly religious people. And then we have this Domino Plaza. We have Dangote Market along the expressway over here. And then you have Chevron, this Chevron drive over here. And then you have this Chevron head office over here. And going downwards, we still have a lot of other business. You have Mega Chicken. Mega Chicken have about, before we get to Shangote, we have about, let's say three, we have about three Mega Chicken before we get to Shangote. Blanco, we have about three Blanco too as well. One around Ikate Azix, one around Adobe, one around Shangote. So all these malls, they will open more police station, and then even November more ShopRite. There will still be more ShopRite because last ShopRite we have is Shangote. There will still be more ShopRite coming up in this IBEJU Lekki Azix. So we have a lot of business that are still going to be springing up over here. So this is the shop I'm talking about. So this is last shop right at Chongotedu. This is where the shop right is. Imagine the amount of population we have. Imagine so people who cannot keep on coming from that but like is coming downwards here. So this is like shop price also come and position inside Marbella and so on as well. So the companies are also coming there. They don't have a choice than to just come and meet the demand of people that will be in that Azix literally. So and I think that'll just be all the things that make or that should make you decide to position your business or just even own a land in Marbella. Because even though you own a land here, you can always lease it out and then make very, very good returns on your investment. It's a location that is guaranteed to have a very, very high and good potential and give investors maximum return on their investments. Now, the second and most important or vital reasons why anyone should invest in Marbella is the title on this estate. Now, it is called Government Allocated COO, and you must have seen the recent demolition happening in Lagos State. Now, let me just say one thing about that. There are about two reasons why demolition is happening in Lagos State. For the coastal road, it's because of the fact that the public interest and then lands, houses along the coastal road are to be acquired or forcefully acquired and duly compensated to the owners that got the rights according to the law. So every legally owned houses and lands was being compensated even though they were demolished, and all the illegally owned lands and houses or all the houses that were built without building approvals were not compensated literally. And then for the issue of drainage issues literally, was that the reason second reason why there was demolition in Lagos State, Nigeria. Most developers were going beyond their approved layouts. Because for me, I think that it takes a lot of self-discipline for you as a developer to see that, oh, my layout stop at this particular edge. But if I build on this particular edge, I can make about 800 million there extra profits. So because if I build here, I can build at least 4 terrace duplex, something like VI, Ikate, Ikota, and I can sell it and make nothing less than over a 1 billion naira. So if it doesn't take fear, if it doesn't take the fear of God and self-discipline, a strong business ethic, it to resist that urge of expanding my layouts that was approved that stopped at here to this point. It takes a lot of things. And then one thing about the state governments in Lagos and even in Nigeria is the fact that if you decide to be greedy, there are always government officials that always support you. Now, as long as those government officials are in power, you'll be protected and you'll be safe. But the moment where there's someone like this to come up Wabla is very, very stubborn and says that, oh, you do the right thing, that is when everything will now backfire. Demolition in Marbella Estate, demolition in Kota, they all went beyond where they were meant to build on. That's the reason why they all had demolition issue happening in those parts of Lagos, Nigeria. And the fact that they could do it, nobody will talk for about 15, 20 years. People feel like they always keep on going scot free. And then there's always once in a blue moon where the government officials like Tokunbo Wab and say no, they want to do the right thing. It might be corrupt, but they cannot easily vote. So I think to the point where we have every government official should be like Tokunbo Wab. I mean, to the point whereby the Lagos State Building Control Agency staff, Lagos State Fiscal Planning Authority staff, the ones that go to sites, the regular staff that just being earning a minimum which goes to site and they enforce the law and Tokunbo Wab. So it points to other kind of people in the government. I think there will not be stop or there will not be issues of this kind of corruption in the government body. Till we get to that point, there always be this kind of thing reoccurring. And then it was that bad to the part that when they were demolition in that media village, that if I consign, you won't believe that some people started bribing some of the lower staff, and they were still even adjusting demolition parts for them because they were just bribing them like 5M, 3M. So they just let their part and demolish the other parts. So to every single person is, should I say, incorruptible, or should I say have a legacy or have principles they live by, we always have this issue in our government's body. And then to um coming back to Marbella and Smart Estate, this separate as a Lagos allocated COO. As you can see, we don't have any form of drainage, or you must have seen the video on the location. We have a very good sound from the coastal road, even though we can also access the coastal road, but we have a very good sound. I'm not affected by the coastal road. Without any drainage demolition happening around us, it is fully protected. Fragile right beside us, and our title Lagos government allocated COO. Now, if I go into details for that project, I could have shared our sale document that was signed by the governor himself, person Baji Oloshola Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu has signed the COO by himself. We don't have any form of issue, and then all the lands within Marbella has been allocated the COO. Another issue is that developers will get COO on 10 plots, and then they will sell over 100 plots, and they will be giving investors, so you're going to check title on just 10 plots. Why? They sold over 100 people. But this is not the case inside Marbella Luxury and Smart Estates. Our title is fully 100% perfected. You can go and verify, and then if you are checking the cost to get, to get title on commercial plots, even from get title on the residential plots. If by the time if you are interested in the project, send me there. I'll send the documents to go and verify. And you will see where how much you are paying on the annual basis, about 100M, 80M for the next 5 years, annually, periodically. And this is even minus the fee we pay to acquire the land from the indigenous owners, minus the fee we pay to Lagos State government. This is just maintenance of the commercial plots for a particular period of time, 5 years, 10 years, hundreds of millions of naira. That is the reason Lagos State government understand why this place is called the Central Business District of IBEJU Lekki. So even title purchase, even title application, even title approvals, they're charging this estates at a very reasonable and tangible price literally. So the title is fully perfected. The title is you are in safe hands. Not like I've done this as Lagos Estate, we've done this as Fairmont, we've done this at Lakeview Park and Resorts. So they've had a lot of projects at Sherry, at Agbara, fully functional. None of them is affected. They go according to the law, and then they build legally, they acquire the lands legally, they follow the due government process, they have their survey registered. So you can buy it, and I can assure you can have 100% peace of mind. This is a project you can build over 30 floor skyscrapers. We are not even taking risks on your own investment because of even us, we are fully protected of our own investment because of your investment as well. So you are in safe hands. Well titled, perfectly titled, good projects, good title. I think the location and the title is the two major reasons. Every other reasons are just subsidiary, but these two are the major reasons why you should invest and own your plots in Marbella Luxury and Smart Estates. You know, the addition that they currently and the lead consultants at World Homes and Properties. You can always reach out to us for property investments in Lagos, Nigeria, and then you want to own your plots in Marbella. Trust us to work with you, help you own your plots, perfect your get allocation done, guide you where you can. Because if you want to know what can I do this umbrella, what can I do, how can I do this, how can I do, we always be here to give you consultancy and then guide you how to go about this project. We are here to just give you that full guidance on what you can do with this project. Step by step consultancy, see when you don't achieving your goal in this estate. You want to buy to lease, you want to buy to keep, you want to buy to lease out to commercial banks, lease out to business people in that estate, you can fully work with us to help you manage and get your good returns on this property investment. Once again, my name is Adekunle. I'm consultant at Homes and Properties, and see you on the next episode. Cheers, you guys.